Hi Clint, how are you going today?
I'm very well, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How's your week been so far?
Oh, it's been really busy. Uni is hectic at the moment. Family life's hectic and work's hectic. So trying to combine all those is has been really tough. But getting through it.
It's definitely a big juggling act, isn't it?
It is absolutely, yeah. No, it's coming together better than what it was a few weeks ago now. So.
Oh, that's good. So how are you feeling then after last week's session of us talking about anxiety?
Yeah, good. I feel really refreshed and I feel very confident about sort of the direction that I'm heading and how I feel, and so overall I feel very good. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad that it's been a positive outcome for you.
Thank you.
So in today's session, I thought that maybe we could explore the topic of confidence. I'm not sure whether you would be happy to talk about that, or whether there'd be something else that you prefer to talk about.
No, not at all. Confidence sounds fantastic, so I'm more than happy to share that sort of information with you. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. So I guess my first question would be, to start exploring the topic, would you believe to overcome any situation and to achieve your goals, and you need confidence to do so?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, for sure. Confidence is very important to do well, and I think a lot about confidence in my past sporting life. As a young whippersnapper, and even going up to adolescence. So I find those situations very important to have that confidence. So yeah, absolutely, yeah. It's paramount.
Yeah, could you then explore into that a bit more and tell me about which emotions influence your confidence the most?
I'd say the emotions that sort of influence my confidence the most would have to be more to do with probably aggression in a way, and that's more to do with a football sort of situation, a football field situation, just with my past sporting performances. My confidence and my aggression seem to go hand in hand with sort of how I played footy and how I sort of went about my business when I was on the field.
Yeah.
Just that aggression and also probably a bit of mateship as well. As in, that's not really a particular emotion, I suppose, but those sort of things went a long way to going how I felt about my particular sport at the time.
Yeah. And of course, having mateship, I think, is still a great thing. If you've got good mates, I think that it helps to build your confidence up. Would you agree?
Absolutely, yeah. And that was all sort of part of the reason why I played footy and why I felt so good about it and why I enjoyed it so much.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
How did you feel about having aggression then as a way to build up your confidence? Were you okay about anger? I mean, everyone experiences things in different ways, but were you okay about that?
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't say it was like so much anger, but probably the way I use the aggression to play the football. So not a very angry person in general. So, but I definitely used that anger once I was on the football field, but use it in a positive way. So it was actually enabling me to sort of almost build that confidence. That I knew that was in there. I just had to sort of bring it out, and was sort of my way of going about sort of playing a game of footy. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So can you relate that to a positive experience that you've had then? Is there something that most sticks out at you most?
Absolutely. It didn't take long to think about this, but just playing junior footy when I was 16, just playing in a state team. So state championships, I should say. So we were just there, and we were a really good side. And I think everyone knew that each player was a good, capable player. And so collectively as a team, we just had a lot of confidence in each other.
Yeah.
So we just sort of knew each other's game really well. And I think that just followed through for the rest of the carnival that we played, because we just went through and played undefeated, which was fantastic.
Oh,
it was a good feeling, and just each game we played, we got more confident.
Yeah.
So I just remember that particular period of time as being almost untouchable in a sense. So it was good.
Yeah, and I can definitely see your wonderful emotions, not just through the story that you're telling, but also the emotions from your body language at the same time.
Oh yeah, so they're coming out of me today.
Yeah, sure is.
All those years later.
That's really good.
Yeah.
So from that, why did you choose, what drove you to achieve those goals? Did you drive yourself to achieve those goals? Were you driven by somebody else, or
I think definitely myself. I really enjoyed my footy, so I was glad to be there and playing. It wasn't like I was pushed into it, but my parents had a big bearing on my junior sporting days. They obviously committed a lot of their time and drove me around, and so I was really wanting them to feel part of it. So not essentially I didn't want to win for them or play for them, but I definitely wanted to make them proud. So yeah, and then they were there to watch me too. So that went a long way to wanting me or helping me do well, because I felt quite I felt more confident when they were around too, because I knew that they were sort of there watching. So they only had their best interests at heart. So yeah, it was really good to have them witness that.
Yeah, and I guess that maybe your way of showing your appreciation, I guess, sometimes could be by winning the game, to say, well, thanks for bringing me today. Would you agree?
Absolutely, and also just playing well too. Yeah, and even if we didn't play well, I always wanted to. Even if we didn't win, I wanted to just play well. On an individual note. So yeah. Well,
that's fantastic sportsmanship, I think, to have, to not be upset, I guess, if you don't win a game, but know that you've enjoyed playing a game at the same time.
Yeah, definitely. So I played a lot of team sports where we weren't always the best. So I learned from a young age that playing and team sports is not about winning. It's more about enjoyment. So yeah, and even now, I mean, if I went and played team sports now, I don't think I really care too much about winning. I think it's about enjoying. Yeah, and the social aspect, I think, is probably what I still miss about those days about playing football. Yeah,
that's fantastic. So then, moving over to a negative factor, I know that they're not always fun experiences to talk about, but is there any kind of negative experiences that you can relate to so far as your confidence and how that made you feel?
Negative experiences, probably just some certain coaches, we've had in the past where they might have been a little over aggressive, and sometimes that aggression can be sort of taken the wrong way. So it does affect the mindset on the football field.
Yeah.
So you might be, quite a confidence player where you're being told a lot that you're doing the right thing, but if you get a particular coach who comes in who's new to the scene, and they can be quite aggressive in the way they approach the topic of you playing your football, that can start to weigh on your mind as well. So you might go out there with the wrong type of mindset, which of course can actually bring your confidence down. So I've had those experiences too in the past, and that hasn't always been pleasant. But do remember that's just something that everyone in the team had to deal with, because we were so used to being told that we were good, that this particular person coming along sort of just almost berated us, to the point where we didn't really enjoy playing anymore.
Oh, that's not so good. So have you had both positive and negative experiences with coaches then, obviously, in your confidence building? Have you got a positive experience with coaches as well? Yeah,
so I've had another junior coach, around that under 16 age group, where he was father as well, so he was quite nurturing in his approach to his coaching. He wasn't aggressive in any way, and he was really he sort of took each player under their wing, and really good at building relationships, I think, even for that age group, which I think is probably really hard at 16 to really connect with each of the players. With hormones and all the other stuff going around and other the kids' head. So yeah, that was definitely a positive experience. Yeah. And you end up wanting to play well for them, because you almost feel like they're your dad as well.
Yeah.
Because of the way they treat you.
Yeah, so, that's wonderful to have that relationship.
That certainly helped. Yeah.
So what kind of things would you do then to manage your emotions and building your confidence up before you played a game then?
I was really just quite quiet, and then got to wanted to spend time with myself. I didn't go and pat each other on the bum and all get around each other. I was more like kind of go in a little quiet corner and do my warm up, my stretches and stuff like that. And then once it was time to go out in the field, then I was like, let's do it. But it's more like that white line fever they talk about. Once you cross that white line, and things sort of change a bit.
Yeah, of course.
So you can be a little bit more almost passive aggressive, I suppose. But I definitely just was more quiet and just kept to myself, and that helped my confidence, because I knew that I was more aware of what I wanted to do, or what I had to do.
Yeah, that's awesome. It sounds like you definitely had your tactics down pat, I guess, and knowing the ways, and which supports you, I guess, with your confidence building.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, it sounds like you definitely have had wonderful experiences within your sporting experiences and being confident, and I thank you so much for sharing those experiences with me today. So
most welcome. It's been good to catch up and to talk about them again.
yeah, that's good. So I look forward to maybe another session with you another time.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Look forward to it.